All right, welcome everybody. This is the Lone Wolf, your Witchcraft TV guide at www.witchcrafttv.online guide. And I wanted to talk about the schedule for Wednesday, May 21st, 2025. We got that Uncle Birch at midnight. When you banish, you must invoke. He talks about the three-food law, advanced laws of attraction, magical names, vengeance can be healthy. And we are playing some really cool nostalgic witchy kind of commercials in between. Movie for the night, 1 o'clock, 1 a.m. Beast No More, right here on the station if you're up late. And then we have, we have Witchcraft TV Tarot with Volpe, our Italian stallion, at 3 a.m. And we have a brand new music video that is really cool. Earth Prayer, Love Letter for the Mother. And we got some really cool new content, which we're going to play throughout the night, but also implement as spacers for our original programming. 4:45 a.m., Ancient Mesopotamia, which is borrowed from the Witchy Kids Network. And the Witchy Kids Network is going through a huge reform. You can check out the Witchy Kids Network on the website at www.witchcrafttv.online, right underneath our pagan music TV station. 5 o'clock, 5 a.m. every morning is the Addams Family. We're playing the Addams Family reunion, followed by the Winx Club, which is also borrowed from the Witchy Kids Network. A little bit after that, a little bit of Jane Goodall talking about Earth Day. And I really like Jane Goodall. And if you remember Jane Goodall, this is the person that was working with the chimpanzees, when nobody else was, groundbreaking. And she just gives some really good wisdom for Earth Day. After that, around 8 o'clock is Lady Selena, where she's talking about the women's right to vote and the power of death. 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. is that Lone Wolf show. And on Witchcraft TV, we are restreaming the Lone Wolf show with Christopher Penzak, followed by some of that new content I was telling you about, Hidden Mathematics. And this is some really good content. There's also excerpt of like Thoth and things like that. 12 o'clock, Reverend Don Lewis, some old school Don Lewis, some archive footage. I mean, we're talking about a guy, a priest, founder of the Carillion nativist tradition that just has a complete archive going back 18 somewhat years and probably longer than that on radio, but one of the first YouTube channels for the community. So, and after that, we go ahead and play another Lone Wolf show with an exclusive interview with Don Lewis. I asked him about his involvement with the Fellowship of Isis and other really, really cool questions. Great interview. Check it out tomorrow afternoon. Let's see, 12:54, a little bit of prayer for unity. And of course, we are talking about Hex Fest 2025 out there in New Orleans, which is launching out August 8th through 10th. And every Wednesday on the Fun Festival show with co-host AC Fisher Aldag and myself, we are interviewing all the presenters. We've had a few already. Tomorrow, live on Facebook, 4 p.m. Eastern. And that's going to be 5, 6, 7 Pacific. You can catch an exclusive interview with Uncle Birch. And if you haven't met Uncle Birch, he's a great teacher. He has classes and the likes. And we're going to be talking about him and what he is going to be presenting at Hex Fest 2025, August 8th, August 10th. And he also has his own show every night at midnight. If you've heard it before, you can watch that Uncle Birch. Lots of good wisdom, lots of good, down to earth, take no prisoners kind of feel. Great teacher. I learned a lot from Uncle Birch through all the video, coverage in the archives. and things, nostalgic commercials in between. And then we have some archive video footage of the high priest known as Herman Slater, 2:30 p.m. All the way to about 3 o'clock. Then we have a premiere, well, not a premiere. We have a documentary, an original Witchcraft TV documentary about the Parthenon Museum in Nashville, Tennessee, with that huge replica of Athena. And it's grand and it's big, and it's just a great documentary that we have out there. 3 p.m. looks like we have an interview with Lori Cabot, interviewed by Christian Day. You can check that out at 3 to 4. Let's see. We have a Lone Wolf music special where I go over some of my music throughout the years. If you like Lone Wolf music, it's a great chance to see behind the music and, why certain songs were written and all them kind of things. 5 o'clock, Monday through Friday, Monday through Sunday, really. Witchcraft TV News. I'm interviewing a person that is an artist that has done cover art for the Green Egg magazine and also the Witches and Pagans magazine. Great interview, and that was done down there in Oregon, followed by some more Witchcraft TV News covering the Incarcerated Pagan series. Then we go all the way to Index, Washington, to the Aquarian Tabernacle Church and talk to the head gardener out there. And we go through the Garden of Hecate. So you can check that out at 5 o'clock. Some of that new content, Thoth's Prophecy, about 5:40. And then we go into a great interview with the priestess of Stonehenge that just hand-fasted Alexander Cabot in his love, Alex. And that interview is with Susan Marie Paramore. And you can check that out at 6 p.m. tomorrow night, Wednesday night, right here at Witchcraft TV. And that interview was done by David Moore, who is actually either gotten back from Australia or he's in Australia. So we wish him well as he is in Australia, hanging out and having a great, great time. 7 o'clock is Oberon Zell, always Monday through Sunday, where he has, great. We love our American Wizard. I mean, I certainly do. 8 o'clock is Questions Answered with the very controversial Gavin and Yvonne Frost. And we play it right here on Witchcraft TV. Let's see, Power of the Witch, a 1971 documentary. Want to talk about some archive footage, and you can see it right here on the station. Witches and Wine, 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. with Lola Stardust, where they have Alexander Cabot on that show. Ending the night off, Witches in the Old Religion, 1972 documentary. And man, it's great. I see her out there in TikTok. Liam, hey, how you doing, Liam? Liam, nice to see you out there on the streams. So yeah, keep it right here on Witchcraft TV, and we're doing our very best to provide you with the best witchcraft television possible online. And be sure to check out the Fun Festival show tomorrow night, 4 p.m., 7 p.m. Pacific, where we talk to Uncle Birch about Hexfest in New Orleans. I hope to see you soon, and I'm doing my very, very best. I'm out here in Idaho now. So keep it right here on www.witchcrafttv.online, where we are a fair representation of all pagan, witch, and magic paths.